the Pelicans specifically, like, see, the Saints, I think, got lucky and were able to have fallen into the blessing of Sean Payton and Drew Brees. The Saints did that right, and they were so good for so long that everybody just kind of walking around there feeling themselves off the greatness of those two guys. Now, granted, they had some other great players come through, but those two dudes were the foundational pieces that set everything in motion, right? And man, why can't we have that with the Pels? And like, I'm unsure if we're ever gonna be, not ever, because if if the Saints did it, that doesn't mean that the Pelicans can't do it. But I just was I was thinking back and thinking about how those Saints organizations kind of ran. There were times when they knew that they were good, and again, football in the South is king. But man, it's times where like you knew they were, and even you know what, I take it back. I take it back. I was just about to credit the Saints, but I take that back too. Because when they knew they had something in Drew Brees after they made those NFC championship games, they let Drew go, 3 or 4 seasons with zero defense out there in like the prime of his career. He throwing for 5,000 yards and breaking all these records and stuff like that for the offense, but they couldn't stop a nosebleed. And why weren't they doing everything they could to get this man defensive help then? That was a crime in itself. You know what I mean? Like not doing everything you can, every moment you can to maximize and be the best. Is that like the sin of money? Is that the sin of business? Like what's the thing with the Pelicans? Obviously, we've been a team that never paid a tax. And the benefit, not the benefit, but like a lot of stuff that happens with that is like a lot of people say, well, the team has never been in position to pay the tax. Okay. At the same time, you could easily put yourself in position to, to pay the tax or to go all in, whatever your version of all in is. Like the one thing about some organizations, like the Suns recently have been terrible. And I don't even want to say terrible, but they've been bad. Like the Kevin Durant Bradley Beal experiment didn't work and they failed. But like they went all in. You know what I mean? And like sometimes you could dig yourself out of it. And maybe when you don't have the resources that other teams have, you can't afford to take those kinds of risks. And to a degree, I understand that. But man, as a fan, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough sledding. It's tough watching. It's tough to root for. It's tough to pay for because you know, like, what are you excited about? What are you excited about? Like, you have to think. You have to start beginning to think like extremely rationally all the time. Like, example, we just let Antonio Reeves go. It's like, man, that was a good young piece. That did you have to make that move? And then it's not that them making the move is a big deal, but like they don't have the credibility to say, okay, well, they made that move. It's all right. We'll recoup that some way. They're gonna bring in a solid player, or like, are they doing it just for the sake of cleaning house? Like, is it more power struggle stuff? Is it more politics of the game? All of that stuff is just real frustrating, man, as a fan. Like, and we're hoping that like because there's talent around that, like the players, can overcome some of this, and maybe Joe Dumars could come in and do something and inspire a little bit of hope. And I'm more of a positive Pelican, fan support and stuff like that. But by nature, I'm also pessimistic. Like it's taking everything to be positive about this team because the fresh start does give you a little bit of energy, but man, it just got a track record so long of letting you down to where you really can't put no faith in them.